Alrighty, what's good, everybody? We're back with another video. Today we had our first leg day of the week. I think I'm actually gonna just move my leg days just back to just doing 1 day a week, and it's going really hard just because I really wanted to just dial in my upper body these next coming months for this bulk. And I'm not trying to put on like a lot of fat either, so I'm trying to keep it like a little bit on the slower side. So I really just want to like spend a lot of time, like I already emphasized, to just really focus on just building, especially like my arms. No matter what I've done, like it's always just been like a lacking body part, like even when they've gotten strong. So I'll just have to do try some things out, do a little bit of research here and there, and just see what works. But yeah, let's hop in. All right, so for our first exercise, we had a nice hamstring curl to start it off. The reasoning I do these exercises is literally just to simply just warm up my knees before I get into like my big movements of the day, like my compounds. So for today, it would be like my back squat. So pretty much I just sat here for about 2 or so sets and just went to failure and did like 235s, I believe, today. I stayed with same way as last week, just because I didn't really hit the highest end of my rep range yet, and usually I'm just trying to hit the highest end of my rep range so that I make sure that I'm getting my strength up properly, and that I'm not like breaking my form in order to get those last reps. But the thing is, I will still count those last reps ones, like the kind of like the half rep ones, but I'm using them more so for just the fact of just trying to train my muscle to failure as much as I can, rather than, I guess, adding to the rep range, if that makes sense. But yeah, pretty much just sat here for just quick 2 sets, knocked them out, and then we had the big one for today. So we got the back squats. And the reasoning that today is such a big day compared to the other ones is that this is the first time that I've actually gone for anything above 295, not only without a belt, but for reps. So last week I did about, I think, 295s for 2 sets of 7. And I felt like when I got to that 7th rep, it didn't feel like I couldn't really get another rep down. I feel like it was more so like my endurance was holding me back. So I knew that I could definitely go for 8 or maybe even 9 if I wanted to. And I believe I did. I think I just forgot about it. But I did 265 on Saturday for 2 sets of 12, so that gave me an indicator that I can definitely go up in weight this week. So instead of just doing a 10-pound jump and just being kind of lazy and kind of boring, we went for 315. So this is a really big one for me today. So I remember that in the past, I've usually done 315 for only like 1 rep at most. And I remember last time I did it, it was not only with a belt, but I remember that I felt extremely weak on that day, and 315 felt like a brick house. And so when I was getting ready for this 315, I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. So like I remember I was kind of wandering. I probably looked like a maniac, just kind of like walking back and forth, like pacing before I got some out of my first set. But you know what? I just told myself, I was like, you know what, you got this. No matter what, it's like you've built up the strength, and you know you can do it. You just got to you just got to literally just get over this mental barrier. You know you have the strength for it, so just full send it. And so we went for it. And today we did actually 2 sets of almost 6. So first set I did 6, and then second set I did 5. So first set, I unracked the weight, and it did feel heavy, but it didn't feel like unmanageable. I feel like I've been really honing in on that form and really just getting that shelf, like they always say to before you start your back squat. So I think with this 315 now, the way it felt today, it felt pretty good, but I believe that it's still a little bit on the heavier side, so it didn't really feel as much quad activation as I wanted to. Obviously, I could just do like leg extensions beforehand, and it could probably help, but the thing is, even when I've done that in the past, I still feel like kind of on like back squats. It kind of feels like counterintuitive to just do a leg extensions beforehand if I've already warmed them up with seated leg curls. So pretty much the thing I want to do here is just really work on just feeling the muscle as I do it, rather than just like letting the weight control me. So by doing this, I'm hoping that I'm able to really not only get a really good pump in my legs, but also to build them as well. because that's one of the things I've been really trying to focus on is feeling the muscle rather than just letting the weight guide me. So and because I also want to stay like very injury free for like the rest of my life if I'm able to. All right, and then right after our back squats, so pretty much after these, my lower back was a little sore, but I didn't feel like it was like over exhausted. So I just hopped onto some leg extensions after, and just pretty much just burned them out with just 2 sets of 6 to 8 like I usually do. And today I went up in weight again, so that's always a good sign. So that's telling me not only that I'm getting stronger, but I'm also eating enough protein and enough food and carbs to be able to fuel my workouts. And so as my body gets stronger and everything, and I'm eating enough food, then it will obviously hopefully translate into bigger muscles, because that's obviously what I'm going for. I'm not just trying to eat solely just for the fact of eating and just to get fat. That's not what my goal is. So literally just sat here for 2 sets or so, kept it really easy. Well, not easy, but like I was still going like high intensity, but you know what I mean. Like just simply just sat here for 2 sets, 6 to 8, knocked them out, and did like high intensity train to failure in every single one of them. And then slow and controlled as always. And just gave it my very best, and we did pretty good. And yeah, that was pretty much it for that. And then right after I finished my last set there, I just pretty much did like a drop set where it's kind of like doing as many reps as I can with one weight. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm probably not going to do that next going forward because it's a little confusing, but I think what I'm going to do is go back to my AMRAP technique, which is basically to finish my set and then then go down in weight, and you do double leg, and then do as many reps of whatever weight I'm doing for 30 reps. And it burns really, really bad, but I'm hoping that maybe with that technique it will kind of give my legs a new stimulus, that maybe it'll tap into that higher endurance training that they've been looking for, because your legs can take so much damage and still be able to function well. So that's what I'm trying to do, is not only train them heavy, but also give them like a lot of I guess volume, if that makes sense. And just so I can just really just kind of like trick the muscle, like they say, and just really build them bigger. So that's pretty much it for the leg extensions. And then for the seated leg extensions, I just once again just sat there for 2 sets, not 6 to 8. Today I did like since I did heavy seated leg curls earlier, I just kind of wanted to tap into like a little bit of high rep, but not by a lot. So I just did like 2 sets of 8 to 12 here, and pretty much like new rep PRs today. So that means I'm gonna be going up in weight next week. So today I did 2 sets of 8 to 12, and the reps I hit were 11 on both sets. So I think, at least for me, I think the best way for me to not get stronger every week and to just feel really good pump while I'm working out is I think the 6 to 10 rep range is probably the best for me. And then depending on legs, probably 8 to 10 works really, really well. That's where I feel like at least for me, on the 8th rep is when I start feeling the muscle actually contract. Like I'm obviously like still feeling it on the other ones, but I feel like I'm getting a pump. I feel like I'm actually starting to like get blood in the muscle by the 8th rep. And I think with that gauge, I think that's telling me that that's probably the best rep range for me. So we're going to try it out and see what happens. So yeah, just knocked this out for 2 sets and got 11 reps on each. And then lastly, we just did a nice ending with just 2 sets of just knee raises. And because I know that I can just like knock them out and do like probably 20 reps easy, what I decided to do is basically to do 1 second contraction. So I kind of hold it there for a second to really just squeeze my abdominals. And then I do like a 4-second negative so I could really, really feel the burn. And this way I didn't need to add any weight and didn't need to do a crazy amount of reps, and it felt manageable, and I was able to go high intensity on it without letting my endurance take over, and ended up working. So that was pretty much it for the workout. Today was only like I think an hour or so, hour 10, give or take. But for the leg portion, it was literally only an hour. I think that's like the fastest leg day I've had in a while. So I think doing it this way is going to be really good for me because it's allowing me to hit everything really, really hard and allowing me to be focused and getting stronger every time. So I think I'm just probably stick with this one because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a very simple man. I don't like to keep things super super complicated because when that happens, that's when I kind of like overthink it, and then I ended up just thinking of it too much, and then that makes me like less motivated to want to go to the gym and do what I need to do. So I think this is gonna work for me. Alrighty. All right, so we just came back from actually a really good leg session. I haven't had a good one like that in a while. I mean, to be fair, I had one like that kind of like similar last week, but today was different today because I did. I've never touched 3 plates in my life, if not for like a 1 rep max or something like that. But today, this was the first time I ever repped it, and this is without a belt as well. Literally, like loading up three plates on the bar, just like looking at it, like because the plates in my gym, they're like bumper plates, so they're really big, so they kind of weigh on the bar a little bit. So it's like bends the bar slightly. So I'm already like a little scared, like even just like looking at the bar with the amount of weight on there, like 315, because I'm just like thinking back to like me like only squatting that for like a 1 rep max in the past, and like the other time where I went for 355 and I almost hurt myself really bad, but with the grace of God, I was okay. But I remember just doing the 315 today was honestly like a huge milestone for me. Like today I did it for 1 set of 6 and then a second set of 5. I was debating a third set, but I was like, you know what? I've already pretty much like taxed my nervous system enough, and also I want to be as safe as I can with the amount of weight that I do. So after that, I just moved on to some leg extensions and single leg hamstring curls, and then just finish up the workout there. But yeah, literally, like if you guys are curious as to how I even got there in the first place, literally all I did was pretty much just what's it called? Just following like not even like a specific program, just keeping my like rep range like around like 6 to 8 for like one day, and then for the next day, or maybe even if I don't feel like doing 2 days a week, then I'll just move the second set being like higher reps, so like 8 to 12 around that range. I never exceed 8 to 12 just because endurance just starts taking over at that point, and I can't really just keep up with that endurance just because, at least for me, like my body's not built for that. I'm more of like a heavyweight type of guy, but not super super heavy. But yeah, literally with that one, I pretty much just went for it, and I wasn't sure like how it would happen, but I knew that I was gonna get the weight up some way somehow, and we ended up doing pretty good for it. Like and literally like right before then, I just did like to help my knees a lot. I usually do like hamstring and hamstring curls. If you guys know what that is at the gym, so it's a machine where you just like put the pad on top of your knees and just like bring it in like towards you, and those help my knees feel really really good, get them nice and warm. Because if you think about it, the motion is literally just like literally like closing your knees to your butt, and then just bringing it back up, and just like basically like flexing your knees like over and over, and that really helps to like get your knees nice and warm before you do like back squats. Because if I just did back squats cold, I would have probably like destroyed my knees. Like that's how people get injuries, is that they don't, not number one, they don't probably warm up, they don't give their body enough time to rest, and also they just hop right into the heavyweight. They don't give themselves. Yeah, it's literally just like enough. Most of the time with injuries, people just don't take enough time to warm up or let their bodies recover like over a certain period of time. Like with this 315 today, I think I'm gonna go back to doing just one leg day a week, just because I really want to focus on my upper body, just because it's just really lagging behind, especially with my arms. This has just always been the lacking point for me. So honestly, if I really want to focus on them, then I'm gonna move my legs to just like one day a week, and just really hammer them as much as I can. And today's workout was only 1 hour, so we're definitely on the right track. So that's literally what I'm gonna do. And then now I'm just going to just eat these pancakes now and enjoy them real quick, and then go on our walk in about 20 minutes, maybe like a half hour or so. and then during that time before then, I was gonna watch Ghost Stories, the anime. I love that show so much. It's actually like low key like so funny, because the thing, I don't know if you guys heard the show before, but it's literally just they originally made a Japanese dub like in Japan, and then they sent it over to the U.S. and I think that's how the story was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but basically like I think they sent it over to the U.S. and the U.S. basically said like, you know what, whatever goes goes. Like this was like back in like the 90s, and the dub that they do in English is actually wild. Like the stuff that they'd say, that it will literally make your jaw drop with just how wild it is. But honestly, I love shows like that that just don't care and just like full send. Like I've seen like clips. I've never seen the full show, but I've seen like clips of like Family Guy, and that show like gets me rolling like every single time, just because it is just so out of pocket. But that's what people want is that's what people watch it for, is just how out of pocket it is, just because you don't normally hear that in shows anymore. Like there's like so I'm not even going to go into extra detail with that. It's just shows that I feel like they're just so kind of like wimpy now. Like it's kind of like they're like afraid of what the media's gonna think. But I'm not going into extra detail. I'm not gonna pull this. I just need to eat and then get moving. So I'm just gonna enjoy this food real quick and then get this down, get my calories in, and then I'm going to watch this watch this show. So yeah.
I just love your grease pink lady's bag. I am gonna look so hot snowboarding.
You're as fat as Queen Latifah. One-time cool rapper needs to quit doing those Pizza Hut videos.
She was nominated for an Oscar, you dope! She's being punished. The only royalty is Jesus and Black Rabbit Satanic. Why do I have to sit next to her? Remember, we drew straws and you lost. On the way back, Leo kids can't wait to see the Holy War then.
You drew that straw. You're the one who's supposed to sit next to Leo.
Is anyone talking to you now? Wow! Look at all the snow! Praise God! He's covered the world in a white blanket of holiness. The ski area is right around here. Why aren't there more people? Is Claudia Monjay around? Come on! Let's make a snowman! Okay, little lamb. I'm good.
Okay. All right, y'all. We just got done with our walk for the day. Nice little digestion walk, and now we just got here. Just like a nice bowl of oatmeal. It's literally just quick oats, one serving quick oats, packet of maple and brown sugar oatmeal for some extra flavor, and also just so I can save on the amount of servings of the quick oats I use every day. And then I got some peanut butter, some blueberries, and some strawberries, so that I can kind of help me like get the food down. But actually, I forgot. I need to get my water bottle real quick. I'll be right back. got my water now. So now I'm just gonna sit down here. Just literally just do the same thing as earlier. Just sit down, get this little snack down. Just gotta get some extra calories in. Drink some water, and then watch some anime. That's literally it. So, yep.